What's this?
It's a camera.
A secret revealed.
Hey, I think I've got something.
Whoa. Oh.
In all new Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I don't want to know this. I don't want to know any of this.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Slade, the Buffyverse Revisited. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Jeremy.
I'm your other host, James.
And James was riding the baloney pony as we came in. I don't know if that'll make it to the video or not, but he was certainly riding something. And I'm offended.
Well, get over it, you liberal snowflake.
Okay, I'm over it. This week, James, this very week.
This one?
We are going, yes. This very week.
The current one that we're in.
This now, not that later.
Okay, yeah. But what about then?
No, then is now.
So, but does that mean that now is then?
No, now is when.
Oh, but when is also later.
And it's also now.
Okay, I got it.
All right. No, we will be revenging our way into Season 6, Episode 18, Entropy.
Sure, okay.
Or as some people might like to call it, Entropy.
Those people would be wrong.
Okay, agreed.
Yeah,
agreed. But let's be honest, there are a lot of window-licking morons out there who can't pronounce some of the most simple words. They don't understand grammar.
They run our government. What?
They run our government. They can't spell A.
Government. It's A.
They sound out. They sound out the word the.
A is for
assholes.
I'm blanking.
Speaking of which, as you know, my roommate is a massive, some may even say sick, Swiftie, Taylor Swift fan. I understand that Taylor Swift, within the last couple of days or yesterday, I don't know, released a new album.
Yes.
And my Swiftie sick roommate is a little unsure how she feels about it.
Oh, I see.
She even waited in line on Tay-Tay's website for over 90 minutes in order to purchase a autographed copy of said album. And as I said, she's a little underwhelmed with it thus far.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I myself have not had a chance to listen to it yet, but we'll see.
That's because instead of using Spotify, ladies and gentlemen, James uses YouTube Music, which is kind of like instead of, like, say, streaming something on, let's just say, Netflix, he still downloads things on LimeWire.
No.
And and now let's be honest, he also uses dial-up internet.
No, God, no.
And AOL.
No.
On a Pentium 133 Packard Bell.
No. You know, YouTube Music has over 125 million subscribers.
Oh. Well, you know why that is, though, right?
Why?
It's because anyone who is subscribed to YouTube Premium is considered a YouTube Music subscriber.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And listen, I'm a YouTube Premium subscriber because I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube, and I absolutely refuse to be inundated. Say I'm watching a 30-minute video, I refuse to watch 20 minutes of fucking ads. So,
oh, yeah. Yeah.
I just simply will not do it. However, I can honestly say I have never once made use of their music stuff. So, and I think anyone who does should, hurt themselves.
Okay, well, that's not going to happen.
Wow. James and the whole growing a spine thing.
I've been using YouTube Music since it was Google Play Music.
Wow, so you really are pathetic. Because Google Play Music was even worse.
Google Play Music was pretty bad, but yeah. So I've been, and then it migrated over to YouTube Music, and I like it just fine.
Well, you are easily satisfied.
Listen, as long as I can find the songs I want to stream, then that's all I need.
I mean, I guess if that's all you want, you don't want to actually be treated like a human.
They've never not treated me like a human.
Yeah. How many subscribers did you say YouTube had?
Over 125 million, but Spotify has over 276.
Well, 696 million active users. 276 have premium. That's because that's 276 million people that know what's up.
There's really this is like the Apple versus Android debate. Like, does it really?
Is there really
matter?
a debate in that though? Let's be honest. Like, why would you want to pay? Let's just take phones for instance. Why would you want to pay 13 to 15 times more for a phone that you're locked into a goofball ecosystem? That's really no better. It truly is no better than an Android phone. Maybe the camera is a bit better, but not enough to warrant 15 times the cost.
Right.
Listen, I have loved ones who are Apple people, and I will tell them to their face that they should hurt themselves. And I'm not ashamed.
Wow.
And you're one of them.
I don't use Apple.
I know. That's the one thing in your life that's not ridiculous.
But I'm a Google boy. I use my Android, and I like the Google ecosystem, as it were.
Yeah. Well, it's a much larger, broader, more accessible ecosystem than, proprietary fucking charging cords they had for all these years. And you can set all that stuff aside and still just say, but why do I want to pay 15 times more for a phone that's just as good as this one that's, let's say $400 or $500 as opposed to, I think the Apple or the iPhone 17 Pro Max Gulaplex nipple clamp is like $1,700 or something. I'm like, fuck off, dude. When I was a teenage, $1,700 was a fucking used car.
Right.
Like for a fucking phone. Fuck off. Like, anybody who will pay that, listen, I hate them and I want them to die.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. That's how I feel, and I ain't fucking backing off of it.
That's intense.
That's intense.
So how
James,
are you, Jeremy?
Oh, damn it, you beat me to it. Same as I was, an hour and a half ago. Had a little accident. Not going to go over that fucking bullshit again, other than to say, you should pity me and possibly Zelle me some money, everyone out there. No, they shouldn't do that.
I mean, they can pity you. but I don't know about sending you money.
Okay, well, fine. Listen, I mean, I figure if it's good enough for fucking televangelists, hey, send me a fucking couple checks,
We started a GoFundMe for Jeremy's hyperextended hand.
Yeah, yeah. And it'll just be a picture of my hand. And, I'll draw, a couple of eyes and a little sad face in the palm. And I'll be like, help me, I'm hurty.
Play a sad Sarah McLachlan song.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. In the arms of the angels, rub your penis on my... What?
What?
Wrong song? My bad.
Yeah, it's not... Wow.
My bad. Euro Minutes version of that song.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, so I'm fine. Let's just move on. James, how the hell are you? Nobody cares. All right. Why don't you take it? No. How are you, James?
I'm fine. I'm fine. You're fine.
All that, and I'm fine.
I'm fine. You're fine. Everybody's fine.
Honestly, I used to ask you this every time. It's been a while. How are your nipples?
They're good. They're good.
Okay, yeah. That's good to know. I know you had a nippleectomy.
Yeah.
As our devoted listener will recall. Our devoted listener.
So my non-existent nipples are just fine. Yep.
Well, you had a nippleectomy, but then you had a transplant of other nipples, right?
Well, I still have the third nipple on my left ass cheek.
Right, and that's the one that lactates.
That's the one that lactates. Yes, it gave you the milk you're drinking right now.
Exactly. And it's fucking. What's amazing about it is it's already lactose free.
Yes.
It's so handy.
I lactate lactose free milk.
Well, you lactate milk.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everything's great. Everything's peachy. I mean, I am a little hungry. You might hear my tummy rumble a little bit while we're doing this. But
are you to the point that you're hangry?
Oh no, I don't get hangry. I get hangravated, not hangry.
I get hangry if it's been let's say I haven't eaten anything all day and it's 10 o'clock at night. I can get hangry at that point.
Yeah, no, I don't get hangry. I get hangravated.
So. I just start domestically violencing people.
Wow, poor guy.
Yeah, I beat my roommate with my other roommate. I pick him up and beat her with him.
Wow.
And
wow. And then you drag them both to your mom's place and beat your mom with them.
Right,
yeah.
And then I drag them all down into the basement and chain them up and duct tape their mouths. Okay. And I make them watch me sew a suit of women's skin together. What? I didn't mean to say that out loud.
You know what? Just hold on just 1 minute real quick. I need to take care of... Hello, 911?
Hello, 911. Why do people say that in TV shows? It's like you dialed the phone 9 and a 1 and a 1, and they answer and they say, "What's your emergency?" 911, and people go, "Hello, 911."
Yeah, it's stupid.
Hurt yourself immediately.
You hurt yourself.
Hello, I think I'm good for at least 6 weeks.
No.
No, you go back in that bathroom and you hyperextend that thing the other direction.
Right. You fall worse.
I want you to fall worse, and I need a little bit more injury from you if you're really gonna,
I need you to fall better so that it makes you worse.
I need you to be a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? You need to be a little bit more pathetic and...
you need to be more injured.
Possibly somewhat, some type of traumatic permanent brain injury.
Yes. I don't want to see you back on this podcast until you're a drooling vegetable.
I'll just be sitting here.
And be like, what'd you think about that, Jeremy?
Kill me.
Canceled.
I hope I can get those words out if I ever do like have some kind of debilitating stroke or some type of horrific train accident where I'm left vegetative or just really fucked up, where I can be like, Switzerland, take me there.
Yeah. What you should do is try and write it out in fecal matter.
I was going to say purple crayon, but fecal matter would probably be more legal. I'm not sure if I could get anyone to notarize it. But I'll give it a whirl. I'm not against the idea.
As previously stated, we will be... Hey, I have a question. Why did you go with revenging as opposed to vengeancing?
Vengeancing just sounds stupid. And I look at vengeance and revenge as they're different. Like, revenge is something that you want, even if you haven't maybe necessarily been that wronged. Whereas I look at vengeance as something that calls for equal and possibly stronger quid pro quo.
Right. So wouldn't you say that in this case, vengeance would be the more appropriate term?
Probably, but vengeancing just sounds stupid.
Okay.
Whereas revenging, that just rolls right off the tongue. Even though it's a completely stupid made-up word, it just rolls off the tongue like a slightly moistened turd kind of just slides out of the rectum. And you ever have one of those where you're like, wow, that actually slid out very easily.
That was a remarkably smooth shit I just took.
Yeah, like I don't have any regrets. I'm not crying, and
Right.
There's no
My
blood in the bowl.
I was just gonna say my anus isn't bleeding.
Yeah,
That's a nice change.
yeah.
of pace.
So then you have just the best day after that.
Right. And everyone's like, wow, you're in such a good mood. What happened? And you're like, my anus didn't bleed when I shit this morning.
Yeah, I usually just say I had a really moist, comfortable shit. Like, not moist to the point that it was runny, but moist to the point that it just slid right out.
Right. Well, to each their own.
Yeah.
We choose to illuminate everybody around us in different ways. That's fine.
Right. I like to get very graphic.
Sure. Anyway, as previously stated, we will be vengeancing, into the 18th episode.
That was not previously stated, you piece of shit. You fucking redo that. Or I will redo it, or I will quit this show.
Jeremy quit, everybody. He's done. He's got very limited amount of time to get back before he gets John Wicked. So he's back. Good job. Oh my god, he got John Wicked.
I got Dominic. Kill me.
The 18th episode of the 6th season of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the 118th episode of the series overall, Entropy. Our credited writer this week is Drew Z. Greenberg, and our director is James A. Contner. Our original air date was April 30th, 2002 on the now defunct WB network. Our Nielsen rating for this episode, 2.8, ranking it 89th out of the 125 primetime shows airing across network television that week, and number 3 out of the 10 primetime shows airing on the UPN for that week.
Damn, 2.8. That's quite the drop.
Yeah. Our regular cast, as always, includes Sarah Michelle Gellar as Buffy, Nicholas Brendan as Xander, Emma Caulfield as Anya, Michelle Trachtenberg as Dawn, James Marsters as Spike, and Allison Hannigan as Willow. Our guest stars this week include Danny Strong as Jonathan, Adam Bush as Warren, Tom Link as Andrew, Amber Benson as Tara, and Kelly Rocha as Halfrick. My synopsis this week reads, if I can find it, Anya, secretly a demon again, attempts to get vengeance on Xander, but fails. She finds comfort by sleeping with Spike, but the Greek trio's cameras reveal the tryst to the gang.
The Greek tree? I didn't know they were Greek. Huh. Mine reads, Anya returns to Sunnydale bent on revenge for Xander leaving her at the altar. She has since become a vengeance demon again, but ends up hurting Xander in a way she never expected. She cuts off his penis. Spoiler alert.
She just Lorena Bobbitt's the fuck out of him.
Somebody makes a wish. They're like, I wish this entire world would just explode and everyone die. And she's like, wish grant, fuck. That includes me. And then, yeah.
Fuck. And that's the end of it. I do want to mention, I forgot to mention it last week, because I know you've been chomping at the bit for this. Last week was the final appearance of the Double Meat Palace.
Okay. You remember last week I almost said something. I said, we cut back to the Double Meat Palace, and then I just cut myself off. I was like, I don't know if I'm right or not, but
yeah.
I felt like, wouldn't it have been smarter to have ended it the week before, or 2 weeks before, when she just walked out in the middle of a shift with Riley?
Well, here's the thing. So it's the last time we see the Double Meat Palace, but the last time she actually mentions working at the Double Meat Palace isn't until season 7. So she still works there. We just don't see it.
I wish I had jobs where I could just like walk out in the middle of a shift and throw my shit on the floor and then just come back to work the next day like nothing ever happened.
Like nothing happened.
Like, hey guys, like the boss is all beat up. He has fucking swollen eye. His arm's in a sling because I just kicked the shit out of him. But then I come back the next day and I'm like, hey, broski. And he's like, kill me. And I do. I kill him.
Just straight up murder him.
Yeah, I just go up and just, boom, done.
Yeah. So we open on the trio chasing these guys. They're on fucking ATVs with like pikes mounted to the front, and they're chasing down vampires. And they end up crashing into each other, which allows the vamps they're chasing to escape. But our titular Slayer shows up and gives them vampires what for, and one of them drops this little disc thing that it was carrying, and while Buffy is taking on two of the vamps that escaped, we see Warren sneak up and grab the disc off the ground. But Spike has also shown up, and he's holding one of the vampires up out of the way while he converses with Buffy, and he once again tells Buffy that if she doesn't tell her friends about them, he's going to. And she's like, hey, guess what? I literally tried to kill them last week, and guess how much guess how much they hate me? Zero much. So I'm thinking sleeping with you not really going to be that big of an issue. And then he's like, well, then why won't you sleep with me again? And she's like, because I don't love you. And she dusts a well, she ends up dusting both the vampires over the course of this conversation. And then we cut to Xander being all emo in his apartment. And he eventually leaves to go out for a walk or possibly to buy a hooker. Who knows? And,
he's going out to kidnap and kill.
And as he's walking away, we see that Anya is silently watching him from some bushes.
From her bush, yes.
And that's our cold open. Wolf Howl. Roll credits.
A couple of things.
Sure.
First of all, I'm so confused by the strength of various people in this show. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like their strength levels are just vastly different, depending on the need of the scene. Like, like he's just chilling up on top of this, like, brick kind of fence, and he's just holding this vampire up, like, 5-6 feet off the ground, like, just by the back of his neck or whatever. And he's just chatting and stuff. And then other times it's like he can't even kick a door in, or, just different. I'm like, I just wish we could establish. I really like a universe where we can establish, character strengths, and we always stick with that. We don't, like, well, now they can't even fucking open up a jar of pickles, but last week they were holding a fucking 200-pound person up by the back of their neck and having a chat at the same time. So there's one complaint. My other question.
But unfortunately, I think this is an issue with a lot of shows. Where
it is. It's not just Buffy. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. That's why I said I really appreciate the shows that pay really close attention to that kind of detail, and they at least they do their very best to always, stick to how things are supposed to be, instead of just being like, well, now he's still strong, but he, can... Because I'm like, dude, if you could do that, you could just grab, like, a metal bar and bend it around someone's head and make them a little fucking headband. But anyway, so here's my other problem with this. As she's walking away, and he's like, so why won't you sleep with me then anymore? And she's like, because I don't love you. And I'm like, so has that really always been your prerequisite for sleeping with people, Buffy? I kind of feel like it's not really a thing. Maybe obviously with Angel it was. Not real sure that it was the thing with Riley, especially when they first went to Bone Town. It definitely, you're telling me she was in love with, what's his fuck, that like hit Parker. It and quit it? Yeah.
Parker.
Kind of not feeling that. So that, like, they literally could have had her say anything else. Like, she could have just been like, 'cause I don't really like you. Or, I decided I don't like, uncircumcised penis. They could have, she could have said anything. And they had her say that, and I was like, well, that's immediately false. And, I think the writer of this episode should hurt himself. So we come back, and we're at UC Sunnydale, and Willow is once again waiting outside of a classroom for Tara. Boy, she is a fucking stalker. And this time they're chatting very awkwardly, very clumsily, both of them, and they're like, "We want to go to coffee?" And Amber. Well, Tara's like, "Well, I'm free tomorrow," and Willow's like, "Wow, like, what are you doing right now? We're literally just standing here. We can't go for coffee right now." And Tara's like, "Listen, it's 42-minute episode. We need to stretch this out." And Willow's like, "Fair enough." So they plan to go to have coffee the next day, apparently. And we cut to Buffy and Dawn, who are walking around what appears to be downtown Sunnydale to various storefronts that they cannot go in because Dawn has stolen from them and is now lifetime banned from most of these stores. We find out that apparently Buffy had Dawn return all of her stolen items to the stores that she stole it from. How she's not in juvenile is beyond me. Because if I had one of those little stores and she came in and was like, hey, so I stole a bunch of your shit. Here it is. I'd be like, oh, you're going down, little missy. And I would immediately pepper spray her and fucking detain her, quite frankly.
Wow.
And then I would call ICE to check and make sure she ain't one of them there illegals.
And ICE would be like, what are you talking about? This person is white as snow. She's fine.
And I'd be like, yeah, but that's obviously not a problem for you guys. And then the guy's like, fair enough, we'll take her.
Yeah.
And
first they would be like, wait, does she speak a foreign language at all? And you'd be like, yeah. And then they'd be like, all right, we'll take her.
Yeah, we'll take her. We'll deport her to Chad. So she's made her return all these items to all the stores, and then she says, and Buffy says, and then I'll pay for the rest of that you didn't have. And Dawn's like, I'll pay. And Buffy's like, bitch, you ain't got no job. Shut the fuck up. And slapped the fucking taste out of her mouth. No, but it was so annoying when she said that. She's like, and I'll pay for the rest. And Dawn's like, no, I'll pay. And I'm like, you ain't got... With what? With what? What are you going to pay with? We cut to Jonathan, who is at the lair. And he's working on some type of seemingly super intricate chemistry situation. Because this is like Mad Scientist Chemistry Set 101 that they rented from, like, I don't know, like the fucking a Frankenstein movie. And he's got all these different colored liquids boiling and bubbling and tubes and fucking... There's a butt plug sitting there, and he's heating it up. No.
Because you definitely want it to be warm before insertion.
Well, yeah, it makes it slide easier. And also sear shut while it goes in.
Yes.
So you can never remove it.
You can never remove it.
Ever.
Ever.
You have to go have a colonoscopy just so you can shit.
Yep.
Yeah. Or wait, colonoscopy. That's not the word. What do they call that? A coloscopy bag.
Colostomy bag.
Yeah. Colonoscopy is definitely not going to work if you have a butt plug seared shut. So yeah, Warren is driving him insane, and he's like, yo, give me some fucking space so I can whizzerk up in here. And then he goes off, Warren goes off to talk with Andrew quietly, and Andrew's like, I don't trust him, and Warren's like, don't worry, as soon as he gets this thing done, we're gonna fucking off him. And Andrew's like, what? Well, okay. Andrew and Jonathan have clearly been friends for all their lives.
A long time, yeah.
Since they were little kids, because he's like, oh, okay, because when we were kids, and what did he say? I drew in his... I
highlighted his Babylon 5 novels.
That was it.
He's like,
and
he told his mother on me.
Yeah, he told his mom on me. So they've been friends for a long time, but boy, is he quick to, like, buddy up to Warren and, like, you know, because Warren keeps saying, you know, whatever this is that they're working on, this scheme that they've been working on for 2 episodes, is supposed to get them everything they want, and they can all 3 go their separate ways and be set up for life. So I'm assuming it's going to be some type... They're basically going to break into a Victoria's Secret and steal all the panties.
And, well, they're going to steal Victoria's Secret.
They're going to steal her and her secret.
Right, and then.
But the problem is when they steal Victoria, they find out she's like 78 years old, and she looks like the inside of a butthole.
Right.
She's that old.
And they're like, we can't sell you on the black market, but we can still sell your secret. What is your secret? And she's like, I am the secret.
There was a part of my flesh in every piece of lingerie I've ever made. And it gives that secret odor that is no man can withstand it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. So yeah, that little shenanigans there with Andrew and Warren.
Well, also
because he's like, as soon as he finishes this, we ain't gonna fucking need him no more. And Andrew's just like, okay,
right. Well, and it becomes clear, like, over the episodes that follow this one, that like Andrew clearly had some other expectations of his partnership with Warren.
Clearly, like tell us what you mean, James.
Like at one point he's talking to Jonathan and he says it's clear that he never really loved hanging out with us.
Yeah. So
and that's
that
pretty gay.
Fucking gay. That evening, Xander comes home from work, or I guess work. Xander's never at work anymore, so I'm just going to assume he was at work this time. And boom, Anya's there in his apartment. Well, actually, I guess it was their apartment. Anyway, Anya's there. And Xander immediately begins groveling and says all this rehearsed, like it's really good stuff, but it's all like rehearsed. And he even admits that he'd rehearsed all this, and she's like, okay, so you do want to get married? And he's like,
see, about that,
about marriage. So, and then he tells her, no, I just want to go back to the way it was, where we had sex all the time, and you took care of me like a man-child, and we continue that route. And she's like, no, I don't.
That's not gonna work for me.
Like, it's a little too late for that, Xander. Listen. I understand you have the mental capacity of a 6-year-old. I understand that. But you need to go and hurt yourself right now. And not stop until I tell you in 24 years.
Right.
And
she's like, I need you to go spend the next 37 years hurting yourself.
And he's like, 48 years? That's a long time, Anya.
And then she's like, yeah, I know 68 years is a really long time, but that's how long you need to hurt yourself.
He's like, Anya, I don't even think I'll live for another 84 years.
Right, and she's like, I will make sure that I keep you alive for the next 127 years.
And he's like, damn, like, I just left you at the altar. I didn't know it was so deep that I had to spend the next 233 years bashing my nuts with a spiked bat.
Right. And she's like, listen, you will bash your nuts with that spiked bat every day for the next 499 years.
Wow. And he's like, okay, I'm just going to get started now because this number really seems to keep going up. And I don't want to go beyond 499 years on you. And she's like, all right, well, go get started. And so he does. No. So, yeah, he, like I kind of alluded to last episode, he's a piece of shit. Well, listen, we've always known he was a piece of shit, but now he's really showing that he has not, he's not grown at all. Like, he has not grown at all as a person or as a character. And, like, there was times where you thought, oh, wow, you know, Xander's kind of, he's still a skeevy fuck, but, like, you know, he's kind of maturing, he's kind of, but no. Because everything that happens in this scene and the rest of this episode shows me that Xander, if anything, has regressed to being an even worse person than when Buffy met him at the age of 16. I'm dead ass serious. That's my opinion, at least. So she starts making a bunch of wishes. First he says, she turns her back to him, and he says, I wish, how did he say that? I wish none of this had ever happened. And you see her face go demon, and she goes, wish granted, but nothing happens. And then her face goes back human, and she turns around, and she's like, whoa. And she starts making all these fucked up wishes about, like, well, I wish your dick would fall off, various things. And nothing is happening. And she's like, what the F is going on in here? And she is super madsies. She finally just fucks off. She's like, get out of my way, nerd. She pushes him down, and she's like, oh, my arm! And she leaves. And so excuse me. The next day, she's having coffee with old Hallie, and they're talking about the whole thing, and she's like, dude, Anya, you were a fucking vengeance demon for 1,000 years. You've only not been a vengeance demon for like 4 years. And you've already forgotten that you can't make your own fucking wishes and then grant them yourself. Like, that would be basically, you would be God. And Anya's like, oh yeah. And Hallie's like, God damn, you're fucking stupid. And
she's like, fuck, how did you survive over 1,000 years as a fucking vengeance demon? Ignorant slut.
You ignorant whore. And Anya's like, wow, that was really personal dig there. And she was like, well, I had to get through to you because you are fucking dumb.
You are. See that rock over there, Anya? That rock is more intelligent than you are.
Yes, and it just ate its own shit.
I don't think that's...
Let's move along. So she's like, listen, you've got to get it. You can still do it. She's like, you just got to get somebody else to wish Xander harm. And Anya's like, I never thought of that myself. And then she gets up and walks through a plate glass window because she doesn't understand doors. And then we cut to the old Sumer's house, and Buffy is making approximately 238 pancakes. She has like 5 or 6 bottles of syrup sitting on the island. She's got boxes of cereal. She's got all kinds of shit. And Dawn comes in and she's like, hey, so are we now the International House of Pancakes? And Buffy's like, well, I just didn't know which type of syrup you would want. And Dawn says something that I was thinking in my head. She goes, there's types of syrup? And I was like, right? Like, syrup's pretty much just syrup, but...
No, there's maple syrup, there's strawberry syrup.
That's not syrup. That's not syrup either. That's just sugar flavored fuckery. Okay. Hurt yourself. Anyway, so she's making a big to-do about, trying to get involved and with she wants to date Dawn. That's what she wants to do. No, she's trying to get involved with Dawn's life and, basically be a better sister / guardian than what she has been this literal entire season. Even though Dawn is an annoying emo bitch, she's still a child that needs to be looked after, and Buffy has failed massively at that. So now she's kind of overdoing it. And then she's like, oh, am I that annoying, like, try too hard, like a try hard? And Dawn's like, a little bit. And
little bit.
And so Dawn proposes, hey, instead of you trying to hang out with me, how about I hang out with you? And Buffy's like, that's literally the same thing. It's just said two different ways. And Dawn's like, fair enough. I'll go hurt myself. And Buffy's like, thank God. Like, don't stop for 10 weeks. And Dawn's like, all right, 14 weeks. Here we go.
And then Buffy's like, that's right. You keep that up for 20 weeks.
So,
we're literally the only two people that find that amusing.
I bet there are... We've been doing this now for, what, about 6-7 episodes we've been doing this? I'll bet there are certain people who listen who fucking hate that. And like when we go into that shtick, they just immediately start tapping that like 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. They're like, oh my God, these fuckers are still doing it. And I'm like, listen, Dawn's got to hurt herself for another 44 weeks, so we've got time.
Right, and I'm like, hey, buddy, you keep hitting that 30 seconds at a time because we are still doing this, and we will continue to do it for the next 15 years.
Wow. It's going to take us 15 years to do one more season of Buffy and 4 more seasons of Angel, huh?
Plus 6 seasons of Highlander.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, we can do 6 seasons of Highlander in like a day and a half. Like, I mean, literally don't even have to watch the episodes. You can just name an episode to me, and I'm like, oh, starring so-and-so and so-and-so, and... Anyway, where did I leave off? So, yeah, so she's like, how about, I hang out with you? And Buffy's like, well, what do you mean? And she's like, I go with you patrolling. And Buffy's like, not if you were the last person on Earth. And Dawn's like, wow, what the fuck? You guys were out patrolling at my age. And I'm like, were they? Because I feel like they were like 16 and Dawn's like 15. But Buffy does have a funny quip. She says, actually, you're only 1.5. So, and I'm like, lol. Yeah. But no, Buffy's like just adamantly like, no. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, just take the little bitch. Maybe she'll get fucking offed, Save us all a lot of fucking emo, whiny bullshit. But she ain't having it. So Dawn goes back to cutting her shaft. So let's see. So we now cut to Willow and Tara at their coffee date. And what's going on there, James?
Willow is kind of giving Tara the rundown on everything that's been going on with the Scoobies over the time that she's been gone. And at some point, Anya shows up and tries to trick them into wishing bad things on Xander. And this is kind of intercut with scenes of her also doing the same thing with Dawn and Buffy. Trying to get one of them to, wish something bad on Xander. But of course, none of them fall for it. And while she's at Buffy's talking to Buffy, Xander shows up, and they get into a little tiff, and Anya storms off, and Buffy convinces him not to go after her, and he kicks a little garden gnome, and he shatters it. And Buffy realizes that she doesn't recognize having ever gotten a garden gnome. And they investigate it a little bit further and realize that there is a camera inside.
And it's a full-size VHS fucking camcorder that's just awkwardly, just fucking crammed inside of this thing.
It's one of the original home video recording systems and it's got you need to have like half of the VCR attached to it with the VHS tape in it.
Yep.
So it was weird that they were able to fit it in there.
It's really bulky and awkward. Listen, this garden gnome was like the size of a fucking one of those mini European cars.
Yeah. Like, listen, this garden gnome was like the size of a Fiat.
Yeah. Like when fucking Xander kicked it, he shattered every bone in that leg.
Right. So Xander convinces Buffy that it's got to be Spike. So Buffy shows up at Spike's crypt and shows him the camera, and he's like, he's got a little kind of a funny line here, and he's like, "What's this?" And she's like, "It's a fucking camera, you dipshit." And he's like, "I know, you cunt. Why am I holding it?"
And she's like, "Because gravity." And he's like,
Right. And then he's like, "Well, gravity this." And then he drops it on her fucking head.
Yeah, and immediately she dies.
Right, because mind you, this thing is literally a VCR on a strap plugged into a camcorder.
Kids, we're not talking about the VCRs you may remember from the end of the VCR. We're talking about like the one I had as a kid that was literally, it weighed 74.2 pounds. It had giant buttons on top that you like physically pushed down. The tape thing popped up from the top, and then you put the tape in and mash it down and mash this gigantic the buttons are like this big, and yeah, this fucker, it was, and it was also radioactive.
It was radioactive.
Because it ran on nuclear power.
It ran on, iridium.
And sometimes farts.
And sometimes, the later models.
Well, the 80s, the late 70s and 80s models also ran on secondhand cigarette smoke.
Right.
Because like every house, had that.
Right. The mid to late 80s models ran on cocaine, like most people in the 80s. Right,
cocaine. And also HIV.
Yeah, right, cocaine and AIDS.
Yeah.
The Reagan administration wanted to blame the gays for the AIDS epidemic, but nope. It was
VCRs.
It was VCRs.
What's that run on anyway? Cocaine and AIDS.
Cocaine and AIDS. Like most things in the 80s, cocaine and AIDS.
I'm being dead ass serious. I'm being dead ass serious when I say this. I'm glad that I lived long enough to see the AIDS epidemic. I don't want to say like something we can joke about, but like it's not the death sentence it used to be,
Right.
Because AIDS stole some of my favorite people, and I love the fact that they can make it completely fucking undetectable now. Anyway, that's way off the course, but anyway, this has been AIDS Talk with James and Jeremy.
Ding,
ding, do 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 do.
And she's like, it was spying on me, so I think you put it there. And he's taken aback that she would accuse him of such shenaniganry. And
can I ask you a question really quick, James?
Sure.
Why would any... Okay, Xander I get because he has always hated Spike. Why would Buffy think for 1 millisecond that Spike would spy on her with video equipment?
When he could just hang out in front of her house like he's prone to do?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Or he could literally come inside, because it's not like he's fucking barred.
Hasn't before. Oh,
whoa, that is dripping. No, but seriously, like, it almost begs the question of, should SMG hurt herself for this?
No, it was the writer's poor attempt at getting a Spike scene in here.
Fair enough. But just it's like, come on. Like, what she should have done was, like, they could have done the same scene, basically, and then he's like, and why am I holding it? And she could be like, oh, because, Xander thought it was you, but I know better. I just wanted to stop by and, maybe, ride the baloney pony. I don't know.
So that you could tell me you love me, and I can tell you, no, you don't. Also, I don't love you, and then, I can leave, and you can feel bad about yourself.
I can leave, and you can feel bad about yourself. She really is like this relationship. Let's just go off on a tangent for just a second. This relationship is so fucked up in so many different ways. Like, they are both the worst type of person to each other.
Well, and this is part of the reason why I personally have always had such an issue with this relationship. For one, like, and you and I have had discussions about this in the past. I do not believe that Spike is capable of loving Buffy or anybody else, because he
hasn't got a soul.
He doesn't have a fucking soul.
Thank you.
He's not capable of love. He's capable of something
lust,
like a perverted version of it. Like, listen, does he want Buffy? Yes. Does he care about Buffy?
I don't even know if I can say that for sure.
Right. Like, I think to me, Spike is doing what Spike remembers what needed to be done when you care about someone when he was human. Does that make sense?
Yes, because this is the thing that people forget a lot about the Buffyverse, is that when a person in the Buffyverse is turned into a vampire, everything in that person, their soul, their essence, everything is removed and is replaced by the demon.
Right.
The only thing is there that's the look, and they have the person's memories. But it's just a straight up demon.
Right. And I think my take on it is that Spike is acting how he knows you are supposed to act.
Yeah.
When you care about somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he actually does. He's not capable of it because he doesn't have a soul.
Right. I agree 100%.
So
and then flip this around. She absolutely tortures this motherfucker. Like, no. Okay, bang me, like, hate fuck me for the next 4 or 5 episodes. And then, but also during all that, I'm still gonna kind of treat you like absolute shit.
Right.
And then kind of when I've decided that, ooh, this is icky, then you need to feel bad about yourself and fuck off.
Right.
But I'm also going to keep injecting myself into your life.
Not only that, but I'm also going to keep dropping you these little nuggets of the possibility that maybe I might feel something for you.
Yeah, like someday maybe you get to clap these cheeks again.
Because that's what she keeps doing. Like in Hell's Bells at the wedding, when she was like, it hurts seeing you as someone else. What the fuck are you doing, Buffy? Like, why? Like, you
Right,
say
that
you
just
don't,
fucks with his head.
right, like, you say you don't care about him and you don't love him, but then why? Yeah, it's...
Well, it happens again in this very fucking episode.
Right.
And I'm like, what the actual fuck if you don't... You know, it's like... It's mixed signal mayhem. It's like mixed signal hell is what it is. And instead of being like, listen, this is how it is, this is how it will always be, you have to accept this, you have to move on. But I do a little bit care that you are... You know, it's like, oh my God, if I was Spike, I would stake myself. I would.
Just drive a stake right through my...
Yeah.
I would just walk out into the sun.
Or just walk out into the sun and be like, fuck all of this noise.
Sweet fucking release at last.
I'd be like, this bitch cray. Out.
Right. So yeah, they have a back and forth about the camera, and she finally believes that it's not him, and he's like, you know, he tells her that he doesn't want to hurt her and hasn't since he fell in love with her, and Buffy's all like, I know, and then he is telling her that what they had between them was real, and Buffy's like, I know it was, but only for you, and she's like, you have to forget about what happened with us, and you need to move on. And he understandably, like, gets mad, and he's like, get all the way the fuck out of my crypt right now.
Yeah. And then she leaves, and he's like, I cannot believe I bleached my pubes for this.
So we cut to the magic box, and Anya and Hallie are still talking about wreaking horrible vengeance upon the Zan Man. And An realizes she's going to need someone who hates Xander to trick into making this wish, because she's been trying to get it done through his friends, people that still care about him. At that point, Spike walks in, and he's apparently wants a spell to make his pain go away. And I'm like, dude, just drink like the rest of us do.
Right. Either drink or ingest large amounts of illegal substances.
Right. Or walk out into the sunlight.
Yeah, quit being a little bitch.
Right. Just
come
welcome
to the magic box and be like, I need a spell so that my memories don't hurt me anymore. It's like, oh
Please.
My God.
Please give me a spell so that I don't have to feel my feelings.
Yes, I can't handle the feeling. My soul is aching. Wait. I don't have one of those. I shouldn't have... No, none of this should be happening. Okay, I'm good. And then he leaves and he eats them on the way out.
Dude, just fucking numb your pain with Jaeger and Rumplements like the rest of us. Okay?
Yeah, and painfully masturbate.
Sure, okay.
Flog yourself, whatever.
Flog yourself, grip. Don't tell me you don't have a cat o' nine tails laying around that crypt, you freaky bastard. You freaky bleach blonde bastard. Right.
He's got a cat of fucking 10 tails.
Yeah. Cat of 10 tails. So Hallie ends up leaving as Anya pulls out a bottle of whiskey and offers it up to Spike. And I'm like, there you go. Just some hard alcohol. That's all you need.
Question. Why doesn't Anya just look Spike dead in the face and say, listen, I want revenge on fucking Xander? Because Spike would probably be like, oh, okay. Like, what do you got in mind? Like, I hate that motherfucker.
Right.
And then she's like, it's simple. Repeat after me. And he's like, okay. And she goes, I wish. And he goes, I wish. And then she goes, that Xander would catch on fire right now and burn slowly, but to death. And then he repeats that. And then she goes, wish granted. Episode.
You know, that wouldn't work. You know why? Because as much as Spike does hate Xander, he would be like, "Oh, I can't do that because
It would hurt Phoebe Buffay.
He's one of the Slayer's best friends, and I don't want to hurt her. Oh, my heart aches so badly for
all my
her.
feelings in my soul that I don't have." It's like, what?
Right. So we cut to this Summer's home, and Willow's click-clacking away on the computator to try and trace the camera they found in the garden gnome.
Oh my God! Did you happen to listen to some of the phrases she was using for her hacking?
Yeah. And I was like, literally none of that has anything to do with hacking.
Yeah, she's like, well, I just need to hack into the fiber optic network, and then I'm going to triangulate the signal. And I'm like, shit.
You're going to hack into the internet?
Exactly. I'm going to hack into the local internet access point for everyone in this neighborhood, and I'm going to triangulate nothing. That I just go back to magic, please, immediately, writers, because you are terrible at hacking stuff.
So then we cut to the trio in their lair, and Jonathan has he does a little doody 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 doo on the magic disc that they found, and it this reminded me so much of Indiana Jones. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It like shines a beam of light onto a map of Sunnydale, pointing them exactly where they need to go to find something. They're elated that it worked, but the map bursts into flames. Then we cut back to Spike and Anya at the magic shop, and they are getting fucked up.
This was like 3/4 of a bottle of Jack.
Yeah. And they're bitching and moaning to each other about their relationship issues, and Spike is all, you know, he sympathizes with her because of what happened with Xander, and she tries to get him to make a wish, but he doesn't. We come back to the Summers house, and Willow has finally hacked into the fiber optic and triangulated.
She's tapped into the source of this camera that, by the way, has not been plugged up or on any type of network for approximately like 2 days at this point.
Right. Just a little computer knowledge for anyone out there that might not be computer savvy. You cannot trace something that is not actively giving off some sort of signal.
That isn't even at least turned on.
Right. That's that you can't do it. You can't do it. Not a thing. And this leads her to the discovery that there are numerous cameras all over Sunnydale at all of their favorite haunts and hangouts,
including Xander's job site.
Right. Which how much footage have they gotten of him there? He hasn't been there in weeks,
months,
years,
at least 10 decades.
Right. He hasn't been there in probably, 120 years.
Listen, I know for a fact that he hasn't been there since fucking Emperor fucking Palpatine was scratching his nuts on Darth Vader's chin.
Right.
And we know that was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Right. Where was I? So this leads them to realize that it was Warren and Andrew and Jonathan.
Which should have been an immediate... As soon as they found the camera, she should have been like, all those fucking nerds.
Right, yeah.
But we had to draw this out like another day or a day and a half. It's the nerds! No!
So then we cut back to the magic box, and Spike and Anya are like 4 sheets to the wind at this point. And Spike's complimenting her, and she's eating it all up, and
He's eating it up.
Long story short, they end up fucking.
Yeah.
But
she leaves her bra on because, network TV.
Modesty.
Right.
Um
do you think he went in do you think this was raw dog, or what do you think, James?
I just always presume TV and movie sex is raw dog.
Just always 20 just every time.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
So Anya's now. Oh, that's right. We've decided that Spike cannot impregnate anyone due to his vampiric nature.
Right. I mean, it would,
even though Angel does later on, but
that was special circumstances, and you know it.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, and in a show like this too, like the question of whether or not he goes in raw dog, like he's a vampire, like he doesn't have STDs, like there's not vampire STDs.
It'd be interesting if there were.
True.
Listen, you don't just have AIDS, sister. You have super AIDS.
You have vampire AIDS.
Listen, 10 minutes ago when I finished inside you, you had HIV. You now have full-blown AIDS.
Now you have full-blown AIDS. So as they're going at it on the table there in the magic box, Andrew realizes that someone has hacked into their videos. At the same time, Willow manages to come across the magic box feed as Spike's coming across Anya.
Like porno style.
And yeah, so they see that Spike and Anya are doing the deed. Warren tells Andrew to shut the videos down, but because he realized someone's hacking them, but they get distracted because they're watching what's happening in the magic box. And
did you catch what Andrew says here?
Yeah, he's like, "Is this porn?"
No. He goes. They go, "It's Spike," and he goes, "He's so cool." And he goes, and they look at him, and he goes, "And the girl's hot too."
Yeah. I forgot about that till you mentioned it, but yes. Yeah. Shut the videos down. So then we cut to the Summers house, and we see that Buffy, Dawn, and Xander are all now also seeing the sexy times happening in the magic box. Xander loses his shit and storms out after grabbing an axe. Buffy is hurt.
Loses her shit and storms out the other door.
Inexplicably hurt by this. Because she
goes, "That's enough. Turn it off."
Right.
And I'm like,
Right. So Dawn follows Buffy, and Buffy confesses to her that she's been doing the downward dog with Spike.
She's like, "Listen, me and Spike are trying to make you a little sister." And Dawn's like, "Wait, first of all, it what? And second of all, what?" And
Right.
then Buffy's like, "I don't understand it either."
Right. And then Dawn's like, "And third of all, What?
And then Spike comes in and he's like, and fourth of all, see? And it gets ridiculous.
Yeah. So then Willow comes outside and she's all like, "Oh my God, Xander left with an axe."
Yeah.
And Buffy and Dawn are like, "Okay,
Well, two birds, one stone.
right,
One of them will kill the other one. That's one less douchebag."
right." So we cut back to the magic box, and God, this is so ridiculous. Like Spike and Anya get dressed like in complete silence, like
Very awkwardly.
Anya is like clearly completely ashamed of what just happened, as she should be.
Quick question, James.
Sure.
How bad? Like, okay, well, just on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being and 10 being you want to kill yourself. How bad does Spike's dick stink? He's commando 24/7. He's worn the same pants at least for 4 seasons.
I mean, I would think he doesn't have a pleasant odor about him. But Anya told him he smells good.
Yeah, she's like, "You smell like stale cigarettes and cheap liquor." And he's like, "Yeah, baby." And then she just creams immediately.
Maybe he's one of those hygienic vampires.
Well, we have never seen him do anything even remotely hygienic, so I was just curious.
Right. Like, at least let me get a glimpse of the shower in the crypt so that I know he's bathing.
Right. Or like, say he goes out and he he scores like a big copper, barrel or that he can at least use to, at least submerge his stank into from time to time.
Like, at least let me see him, like, at somebody's front yard bird bath taking a whore bath.
Listen, at least let me see him with like a bottle of Windex and a few paper towels, spritzing himself down and something. Show me something.
Right.
Give me something. Just
let me see that he's got a package of Continental wet wipes that he just the like real, just like the armpits and the asshole and the ball sack. Like, at least let me know that he's freshening up these important areas.
At the very least, let me see him at a truck stop using an outdoor spigot to like douse himself down, and then using an old homeless person's blanket to like dry off, the nether regions. Just give me something.
Right. At least let me see him forcing a homeless man to spit on him and then using a oily cloth to wipe himself down.
Yes.
Something.
Yes, something. At least let me see him forcing another homeless man to urinate on him from head to toe, and then using an AIDS-infested, smallpox-infested hand towel to wipe his face, neck, and chest with.
Right. Because at least we know the urine is probably going to disinfect him.
Right. I mean, just give me something here, guys.
Right. So yeah, like Spike and Anya are getting dressed, like in complete silence. Anya is clearly ashamed of what just happened, and like Spike like zips his pants up, and, like he hasn't taken any of his clothes off. Like, you're right, he clearly goes commando because like he just literally unzipped, and then like done.
He just shimmied him down to his knees and was like, yeah.
He didn't even shimmy him down to his knees. He literally just unzipped, let it out.
Oh, so she's got like fucking zipper burn on her fucking labia.
Yes. And not only that, but it wasn't... Listen, not that much time has passed. Spike's a 2-pump chump.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, like he zips up and he like starts to head out, and like he stops and they turn and look at each other, and Spike looks at Anya and he goes like this. He goes, and then turns around and walks out.
He's like,
what the fuck? Like,
good one. He's like, that was real nice, Clark.
So as Spike leaves the magic box, Xander shows up and just lets loose on him right away.
Tries to decapitate him.
Yes. Xander's trying to goad him into fighting back, and Spike's like, I can't because of the fucking chip. And Xander just keeps laying into him. And he's getting ready to spike steak. He's getting ready to stake Spike. And Anya comes outside to stop him. And why don't you pick us up from there, Jeremy?
Well, I mean, he goes to stake Spike, but, you know, Anya jumps in the way, and I think we all know how that ended.
Yeah.
Xander's now dead.
Xander's not dead, yes.
No. Basically, Buffy and... Well, Anya gets out there, and she makes him stop, and basically about that same time, Buffy shows up. And oh boy. Xander starts laying into Anya, basically calling her a filthy skank, a disgusting creature. I mean, basically he does with what he says and the way he acts. And he's like, you let that monster touch you. And he's like, when I look at you now, it makes me sick. And I'm like, wow, glass house rock thrower. And then Spike is like, well, it was good enough for Buffy. And Xander's like, what? And Buffy's like, yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, say some of that shit about me. I dare you. And Xander's like, I don't want any of this. I don't want to know any of this. And he just throws the stake down and like, and he runs out of camera. And this is pretty much the last for me, James. This scene is pretty much the last straw for me with Xander. At this point, like from here to the end of the whole show, I don't really care much about Xander, what happens to Xander. Like, he's just, I mean, with what he says to Anya, particularly, it's just like, dude, you're a total scumbag. You just are. Like, it's clear at this point, you have no redeeming qualities. Maybe you're a halfway decent friend to Buffy and Willow, even though that's kind of debatable. But that's about it. Other than that, you're a shit son to some shit parents. You're not a very reliable coworker either, because you're never at work. So at this point, I'm just not sure why he's sticking around and hasn't thrown himself off the Sunnydale bridge yet. So yeah, then everybody just kind of turns around disgusted with Spike and leaves Spike standing there, and he's like, what the fuck? It always comes back on Spike somehow. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know what, people? Right. Y'all got some fucked up shit going on, and it ain't all about Spike. I'm just putting it on you. Then we cut to that, I believe it's that same night, I'm assuming. Willow's in her bedroom at the Sumare's house.
I do want to point out that Anya's about to get her wish that she's been hoping for all episode.
Yeah. Yes, because Spike goes, you know what? I wish. And Anya goes, don't.
Yeah.
And he stops and she just walks away. So, I mean, what if he was going to say, you know what? I wish I had a 10-foot dick.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I would smack her with it as she walks away. Anyway, so then we cut to Willow's bedroom, and Tara shows up kind of out of nowhere. And kind of giving her a speech about, you know, all the things they're going to have to do to you know, rebuild the relationship and regain trust on both sides and blah, blah, blah. And then she says, but she's willing to skip all that and just tells Willow to kiss her, which she promptly does. And they are immediately, James, they're necking. They're necking. Uh-huh. I know. On network television, James.
The UPN was like, fuck that. We're not those pussies at the CW.
Yep.
They're gonna fucking make out.
I want her tongue in her fucking esophagus now.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. So, anyway, credits, episode,
yeah,
and stuff.
Tara was actually paraphrasing parts of a poem called "The Second Coming."
Yeah,
in
but
her little speech to Willow there.
No one cared.
I cared.
Did you though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Jeremy, would you like to play everybody's favorite game, Body Count?
I can't even remember the beginning of the 4.
2.
Hey, I was only halfway double wrong.
You were halfway right, but all the way wrong.
Yeah.
Our music this week. Where did you go, music? Where are you?
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from?
Cotton Eye Joe. Tom McRae with Sao Paulo Rain. Alison Krauss with That Kind of Love. And as always, our original score by Little Tommy Wanker. Jeremy.
Yes, ma'am. Sir? Friend?
Would you please tell me and our beautiful audience, on our sliding scale of 1 to 10, or 1 to 5, 1 to 10.
1
Jeez.
to 10.
On our sliding scale of 1 to 5, how many... I didn't think of a good one for this one. How many times Xander is an asshole do you give this episode?
You know, this is one of those weird ones where I had one rating written down, and then I marked it out as we were going through the episode, and I wrote a different one down.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also not sure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split the difference between those two.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with a 2.5 rating of Xander assholes. I had initially written down 2 when I watched the episode. As we went along, I changed it to a 3, and then I decided it's not that much better. So yeah, it's not one of those episodes that's badly written where you're just like, oh God, you know, one of those episodes. It's just, it's a little limp, to be honest. I mean, she's a full-blown vengeance demon again, and given the chance to be vengeful at the end of the episode, she opts not to, and I'm like, I just don't. No. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, there's just so many things wrong as far as shit that I don't like. Like this, Xander went from being a 0 to like a -0. And I'm so fed up with Xander's Like his hypocrisy and his holier than thou bullshit. And I'm just over Xander. That's the easiest way to put it. Then there's the situation like we were talking about earlier in the episode with Buffy and how she basically fucking cucks Spike constantly. You know, tells him to fuck off, and I don't love you, and I never will. But maybe if you're nice to me, who knows? You know, and then like we were talking about earlier about how she's like, oh, you know, always dropping little nuggets, and then she does it again in this when she gets all butthurt and huffy because he was banging Anya, and it's just there's just so much dreck and so much. So I guess that's my way of saying, for this particular episode, my rating is based more on my enjoyment or lack thereof of the actual episode. It's actually not a bad episode. It's not badly written. It's, you know, blah, 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 but it's, for me, it's a 2.5. It's like, if I never saw it again, it would be fine.
Yeah.
I would be totally cool with that. And it doesn't, I mean, I guess you could make the argument that it does move the overall plot forward a bit, but I feel like it's not enough that it makes it unskippable. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty much all. It's one of those episodes where it's like, meh. So, that's my feelings. James.
Yes, sir.
On our sliding scale of 1 to 5, or as you said, 1 to 10, where would you rank this smelly turd? Based on the factor of, I got nothing. Spike's 10-foot penis. I don't know.
I'm going to give this episode 2 Spike's 10-foot peni.
Okay.
Listen, all I'm going to say about it, to wrap this up, it's going to be short and sweet. Okay. It's a 2, and the reason it's a 2 is because I did not remember this episode until we started.
And now you wish you still didn't?
I did not remember this episode until we started reviewing it.
Uh-huh.
And I literally just watched it yesterday.
Wow. Yeah, it's very forgettable.
So that's
it.
That's literally all I have to say about it.
Yeah. It, you know, again, this season we've pretty much been right on the same.
Yeah.
I think there was only one episode I believe where we were quite a bit different. I think every other episode we've been pretty much right in the same ballpark, in the same opinion.
Yeah.
So that says something.
I mean, that's right. It says something that I literally just watched the episode yesterday.
Well, then my question would be, did you?
Yes,
I mean, maybe I'm saying like you were maybe sitting there while it was playing, but were you really watching? Because listen, sometimes there have been episodes from the beginning of this podcast that I have the same thing has happened to me where I'm like, and then we start reviewing it and I'm like, okay, yeah, I remember it. And I was like, damn, I must have really zoned out a lot more than I thought.
No, because there have been times where I've finished an episode and I was like, fuck, I was just not paying attention. And I will go back and rewatch the episode and make sure I pay attention. This is not one of those times. Like,
yeah, because in this one you were like, I am not going back and rewatching.
No, when it was over, I didn't feel like I hadn't been paying attention. Like, I watched the episode. I talked about the episode with Darlene, like, as we were watching it and after it was over. And then tonight, like I said, for the life of me, when we sat down to record, I was like, I do not remember what this episode was about. And then I started reading the notes and everything, and I was like, oh, all right, yeah, this one.
So you're telling me and our audience that
I probably suffered a small stroke.
That or that you have early onset dementia?
I may have early onset dementia, yes.
Fair enough. All right.
Strictly related to this episode.
What it is it's all the times that I've told you to hurt yourself and you've hit yourself in the head. Now you've got CTE and...
I've got CTE, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, listen. When you inevitably go insane and like shoot my sister and then yourself, should I have your brain donated to the that place where they do the study to see how bad your shit is? No. Okay.
No.
So you want to be buried fully brained?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and then I want you to hurt yourself.
Well, I mean, shit, that goes without saying. That's no problem. James, BuffyRevisited.com. What's it all about? Go.
I don't know. I've never heard of it. No, I got nothing. That's our website. It's got a link to our email, BuffyRevisited@gmail.com. Shoot us an email. It's got a link to our Facebook and our YouTube. If you go to the Facebook page, there's going to be a post about the episode that we're talking about that week. Hop into the comments section. Leave us some comments if you want, or don't if you don't. Either way, whatever you prefer. Same thing with the YouTube. Hop over to the YouTube. You will see the video version of the podcast, which I am told should be the way everyone is enjoying it.
It is a little bit gay.
And then you can hop into the comments there on the old YouTubes and leave us comments should you choose to.
James, next week, we're going to be jumping into Season 6, Episode 19, Seeing Red. And you know what that means, right? Willow's going to show us her pubes.
That's
not
what happened in the episode I watched.
No? Okay. Fucking Euro minutes, man. They're always fucking me up. All right.
Can you believe we are 4 episodes away from the end of Season 6?
Yes, I can believe it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'm just being honest. Yeah, I can believe it. Because this has really drug on, let me tell you. No. No, you know what? This season, I know this is only the second season that we've been recording in this format that we do now. Mm-hmm. But this season, even more than last, seems to have really went quickly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like it really... Like, this was a pretty... I'm going to call it an above-average season. I know there was a lot of, like, average ratings, but, you know... I
do think you're right. I think that even though this is the second season that we've been recording the way we're recording, it does seem like it's gone faster. And I directly attribute that to the fact that we've had, in my opinion, more quality episodes this season than last season.
Yeah, like I think the quality ones outnumbered the like just total garbage like we had last season.
Like, think about it. Like, just a few weeks ago, we had like back to back 4s.
Yeah.
So. And
I caught 4 on my back, but I mean, I'm just saying. What?
What? I don't
either.
You said that, not me.
I don't either, James. I don't either. No, yeah. I just think that it's been a pretty good season, honestly, and I wish I could say the same for next season, but I cannot. So anyway, thanks everybody for joining us once again. Next week, like I said, will be Season 6, Episode 19, Seeing Red. We're going to take a look at Willow's pubes, and I don't care what James says, that's what's happening.
That is not
so until then, I've been one of your hosts. I'm Jeremy.
I'm your other host, James.
Ta-ta.